All right, Shalom. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This is the priest Zion with another edition of GMS News and Prophecy. And we're getting close. We're getting close to the fulfillment of major prophecies. Of course, the mark of the beast being fulfilled is being mandated. It's going to be pushed out soon. All right, the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, and World War III. Okay, World War III is going to take place. You have major countries and nations and militaries gathering together. I believe you got Russia, China, and Iran, and other countries getting together for a major war games drill. I believe this month, sometime this month. If they're not involved already, I haven't seen anything on any article on it. But major things are happening in the world right now. Okay, riots and protests are taking place now in India. Protesting against certain laws that their government has made. Clashes in Hong Kong still. South America. And now a major fulfillment of another prophecy is starting to take form and take shape. According to this article here. Now, this article is from The Guardian. Okay, theguardian.com, dated Sunday, December 15th, 2019. And the headline is from Libya. It says, Turkey renews military pledge to Libya as threat of Mediterranean war grows. It says, Ankara ready to defend government in Tripoli, which is, I believe, the capital in Libya. It says, in latest policy to inflame tensions with U.S., EU, Greece, and Middle East countries. Okay? And this is prophecy. All right? Libya has been in the news before, years ago with Muammar Gaddafi, which was supposedly captured and killed. And Turkey plays a major role in prophecy as well, especially in Ezekiel the 38th chapter. All right. So what I want to go to now is I'm gonna go to Ezekiel the 38th chapter, and I'm gonna read this prophecy because this is testament to what the words of the Lord has the prophets bringing out. All right. Now it says Ezekiel 38:1, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Gog and Magog is Russia, okay? It says, and say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. So now Russia is being set up by the Lord, okay? It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Now, over the years, Russia, after the fall of the Soviet Union in 1989, they were part of a number of alliances with the Western America. But now, you can see within like the last 10 years, really 5 years, Russia has become more of a competitor with the West and the U.S. as opposed to being allied, okay? So that's the hooks, okay? I mean, turning Russia back from being an ally of the West to actually going back, to his old ways that it had in the Soviet Union before. So it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horsemen and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. And we've seen the buildup of Russian military heavily, to the point that they are developing these hypersonic intercontinental ballistic missiles, and they can destroy or launch a missile from America. I mean, from Russia to America to destroy parts of, I believe, the whole East Coast. All right, along with other countries and allies that Russia is in a coalition with, and they do that annual military parade. Trump tried to do a U.S. military parade this year, and it flopped. All right, because America's destined to be destroyed. It's not that great country that it once was. All right, so now I'm gonna go to verse 5. It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. All right, so the ones that's going to be with the armies of Russia is Persia, which is Iran today, Ethiopia, and Libya. It says all of them with shielding helmets. So Libya is going to have a part in being allied with Russia. It says in verse 6, Gomer and all his bands. So Gomer's Turkey. So now you got Libya and Gomer coming together. All right, it's saying that Gomer is going to be a guard to Libya in Tripoli. And I'm going to get back to the article in a second, but I'm going to finish the scripture out. It says the house of Togarmah of the north quarters and all his bands and many people with thee. So all these countries and nations are going to be allied together with Gog and Magog. Verse 7 says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou guard unto them. And Russia is going to be ultimately a guard to all these countries. All right. So now back in the article here. Okay. As you can see, Gomer or Turkey says it wants to renew its military pledge to Libya as threat of Mediterranean war grows. All right. So I'm going to read some of this. It says the threat of a military clash in the Mediterranean has drawn nearer following talks in which Turkey has underlined its willingness to send troops to Libya to defend the country's UN-recognized government. Such a move would risk a direct military confrontation with General Khalifa Haftar, the eastern Libyan military warlord, who is thought to be planning a decisive assault on the Government of National Accord in Tripoli, or GNA. Either the UAE or Egypt, which are supporting Haftar's forces, might also become involved. It says Turkey, already at loggerheads with the U.S. Congress and EU on multiple fronts, and that's because of the prophecy I just read. They're going to move away from being an ally with the Eastern nations, and they're going to move towards the West to be allied with Russia. Okay? So it says last week they signed a military cooperation agreement with GNA that enables it to request troops from Turkey. The agreement sent to the Turkish parliament on Saturday provides for a so-called quick reaction. Excuse me, it jumped. All right, it says, let's see here. Let me find my place again. All right, so back up at the top. I'm going to start here where it says the agreement. It says the agreement sent to the Turkish parliament on Saturday provides for a so-called quick reaction force for police and military in Libya, as well as enhanced cooperation on intelligence and defense. Turkish support for the GNA government led by Fayez al-Sarraj has until now been limited to drones and armaments, and it would be a major escalation to send ground troops to defend Tripoli. Okay, so now they're coming, into agreements, and then they can now request troops from Turkey. And this Mediterranean war eventually is going to grow into the war in the Middle East, which is the war of Armageddon. Okay, and that's prophecy as well. Okay, the Battle of Armageddon, that's going to take place soon. All right, Turkey's going to be involved, Russia's going to be involved, the U.S., the EU, Libya, Iran, all these countries are going to be involved, man. And this is another fulfillment of Ezekiel 38. Okay? And that's the point I'll leave a link to the article. I just want to bring that out, man, because, yo, man, you know, we're only a few days left in December to go into 2020, and the Lord is showing that he's moving these chess pieces, man, you know, through the Spirit. You know, even with this persecution that, you know, we're going through in Israel, Esau trying to make the Hebrew Israelites look bad, and that's our prophecy too, you know. But everything is going to go according to the Lord's plan, because if these things are coming to pass, then also the goodness of the kingdom is soon to come as well. All right? So with that, I'm going to end it there. All praise, glory, and honors go into Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect.